Hi there. When it comes to following Manchester United, few supporters are more dedicated than young Alex Nield and his father John. These guys travel home and away and all around the world following our beloved team. When he was just 6 years old, you may remember Alex had a starring role in my official documentary celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Manchester United Disabled Supporters Association. He's been in the public spotlight ever since as a fanatical supporter. And like every other fan, Alex and his father John demand the right to protest about the state of our football club. But those rights and their pride were infringed and embarrassed on Monday night when this happened. Stewards confiscated the Nields protest flags before they could hang them in the disabled section at the Stretford end. An outrageous violation of civil liberties, in my judgment, and it's caused a huge reaction on social media. So joining me now to defend their honour and explain exactly what happened is John Nield. Thanks for coming on my channel, John. Tell me in your own words what happened on Monday night.
Hi John, thanks ever so much for having us on, being able to get my side across. Yeah, it was really disappointing to say the least. Took our flags in as usual. Alex has his Red Army flag and his Nield Reds flag, the family flag that we have. And we put them up okay. It was only when we started to put up the Glazers Out that we were approached by one of the stewards and was immediately told they had to take it. I wasn't even able to just put it in my bag and not display it. They said they had to take it away. I could protest outside, but it wasn't allowed inside, which was surprising, to be honest, because we felt we had every right to be able to do that inside the ground.
It must have come as a surprise too, because at previous matches we've heard lots of Glazers Out chanting by fans, and we've even seen banners being held up when it's been live on TV. So it seems unfair that they've targeted you before the game. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's a hard one. I'm certainly not the club's favourite fan, I don't think, even though we do love the club dearly and we travel everywhere. I am quite outspoken and I will challenge things, and that's been proven in the past. Yeah, it was a surprise. I just felt there was a different tactic that on Monday night to take these items out, and certainly felt that was the case. And I can't say if we were directly targeted, but yeah, it was disappointing to say the least.
I think it needs underlining that all fans have the right to protest, and obviously you're in the disability section and you do represent a lot of disabled fans. So do you feel like maybe you're a soft target for them to try and stop you from protesting?
Yeah, quite possibly. Like I say, I can't say either way, really. I know it probably sounds like a political answer, but we are outspoken and we just love the club. We just disagree with how it's been run, and we want to be able to voice our opinions freely. And we felt we should have been able to do that. I think all the policies that the club have regarding banners, it didn't contravene, so it was a real surprise.
Now you're on a very vocal part of the ground. You're in the TRA, the Red Army singing section, and I know they've got their own rules. So have you had a look at the rules, and can you tell us what they say?
Yes, of course. So yeah, like I say, Alex and I are both members of the TRA, and we love it up there. And their stances, reading just off their FAQs on their website, it's they do say if anyone wants to protest against the Glazers, then they are entirely within their rights to do so. And this has always been the case. They go on to say that this reiterates what they've always said. We've never been told by the club what we can or cannot sing and protest, providing they are held within the ground regulations, are perfectly acceptable. In other words, if you want to protest peacefully and legally, then there is nothing to prevent you from doing so within the TRA.
No doubt there was plenty of protests during the game. I do remember hearing a lot of anti-Glazer protests, and particularly when United scored.
Yes, very much so. I think it all came to the forefront at the Liverpool game. I think a lot of fans, we support the team, we back the manager, we just disagree with the ownership. And yeah, certainly I think even when Casemiro was presented before the game, it was just bombarded by Glazers Out chants, and that is done purely to show our frustration. Really, we can't be bought out, so to speak, by a shiny new player. So it's important to do that, and it was even Sancho's first goal against the Scousers. As brilliant as that was, it was obviously quickly followed up by Glazers Out, and I think that will be the case until they decide to go.
You only have to look at the footage of you, John, and Alex celebrating the goal to see what it means to you guys, and there's no doubt that you do really love the football club.
Oh, very much so. We absolutely love it. We watch football for United at all levels, from the under-18s to the women, and first team. We travel all around Europe, doing what we do. It's our passion. We're just really, really upset of how our club has been able to fall decades behind our rivals, and it's hard to see. It really is frustrating. But I think the time has come now for them to do the right thing and just sell up now.
Absolutely. And what about your flags? I'm sure you've asked for them back. Have you had an apology? Are you going to get your flags back?
I'm hoping so. It's been raised by both the TRA and Must, so they are in contact with the club. We're hoping to get an apology and our flags back, so hopefully that'll happen. It would also be good to get clarification, even though it is on the club's website and has been reiterated on the TRA website, just to clarify really that supporters are able to do it.
I know you had an awful lot of support, particularly over this incident, John, and you only have to look at social media to see what the fans think about this. I'm just wondering, will it stop you from protesting at the next game?
Certainly not. I think if we can have this apology and clarification, I think this will just fuel it, if anything. It's just really, I was just taken aback, really. Like I say, I didn't want to, I was very compliant with the stewards, and I did ask questions, but was told that they had to take it, and that's all they would prepare to say. Really, it was it ended amicably, but it certainly won't stop us continuing the fight to get the Glazers out.
What about Alex? What has he told you about how he felt on Monday night about the way your flags were taken off you?
Yeah, like myself, he was just questioning why. We both felt that we were able to do that. Like I say, it was a safe environment for Alex to be able to vent his feelings. He's frustrated just like any other match day going fan, and any fan around the world, to be honest. It's not just the match day fans. I think it has united everybody, and it's a good thing. And it's disappointing, but it's something we almost expected to happen. Really, it's the way we're treated as supporters. We're treated with discontent, and we're just a number at the end of the day. Unfortunately, we're not seen as these passionate fans who love the club.
Whichever way you look at it, John, it's obviously a traumatic thing to happen to have your flags taken away. But I'm just wondering how that changes the mood for you and Alex looking ahead to our next game.
It certainly won't stop us keeping up the fight. So we want the Glazers out, end of, and until that happens, we will be fully supporting all the protests that the 1958 are doing. So we want our club back.
Well, John, I hope you and Alex keep up your good work. You are an inspiration to many fans, not just here in Manchester, but all around the world. And thanks for joining us today.
Great. Appreciate that. Thanks for your time, John.